Hey, this is Prometheus giving you another full scheme breakdown. This is with the Tom Flores legendary coach's playbook. This is going to be the second formation I'm broken down. As far as the formation we're going to break down, it's going to be the far twins. And what we're going to do is we're going to flip that. So let's take a look at the audibles for this set. Alright, so the audibles in this set, basically you have your standard slant play of the, for your square audible, which is double slants. I've got two blockers staying in, so this is a nice little audible to get into. Then you get another outside run with a power O. One of my favorite plays in the entire game is smash, primarily because of the flexibility that I can do with smash. So I have a couple ways that you can run that play, and then the play action waggle. Now, if you look into the running plays, you basically have a fullback dive that goes up the middle, and then you have a halfback draw. You have the counter too, which gets a unique little block and go type situation, and sometimes it will be able to get some a nice seam up the middle in between the tackle and the guard. But if I'm going to go ahead and select plays, I'm going to select plays I know I'm going to be able to go ahead and try to offset an outside run with power O, either the fullback dive or the halfback draw. And finally, as far as a audible or an actual play, a pass play to come out of, the play I really like a lot is this China special, primarily because of that clown route by the tight end. He does an out route and then comes back up into like a deep seam post route. So we're going to go ahead and break down basically 7 plays with this particular formation. Alright, so once again we're going to go ahead and flip the formation, primarily because I want to be able to attack the left side of the field. Against random defenses, you can always go with a fullback dive. Unless you got a good fullback, I don't necessarily recommend this. It's just another inside. The inside dive with the other formation is better. And if you have an opponent that runs a lot of zone coverage, one of the audibles or one of the plays you might want to consider coming out of is the halfback draw. The reason why is that when you have off coverage, basically that means it's going to be some kind of a zone and you can actually hit him with a draw. Now that looked like it was man coverage right there. So he comes out in the zone, and if you go in and cover 2, you'll be able to pick up easy yards with the draw. So this is a nice play cut selection that you can have just to cause your opponent some problem. Alright, so the first audible we're going to look at is going to be double slants. Once again, just another slant concept. This is a little bit different because it's a twins formation. What I'm going to do is basically take Hopkins and put him on either fade or a streak route. Reads are going to be the following: to the right, to the left. I'm going to look at Andre Johnson, see if a defender follows him. If the defender doesn't follows, or if he doesn't, basically his zone is going to get cleared out. Easy 7 or 8 yards. Now what's unique about this particular route is this route right here with a tight end. It's actually like a little angle route that actually turns into a hitch, and it just gets into a neat little area of the field where you could pick up an easy 9 or 10 yards. So what's nice about this play is just the unique little areas that your offensive players will go to. Alright, and the next play is going to be the smash swing route. You could do so many different alterations with this play that it almost gets dizzying a little bit, and it really depends on what kind of tendencies that your opponent is actually using. Now, if your opponent is using a lot of zone coverage, you can do one of the following things. You can go ahead and take your inside wide receiver, which is Hopkins in this particular route, and put him on a drag route, and take Foster and actually keep him in the block. And you could basically hit the hitch route for an easy 5 yards. If you pass lead down, you'll be able to turn it up for more. Right there, pass lead down, be able to pick up easy 5 yards. Now, if you actually see man coverage, what you can do is basically you can go ahead and take that hitch route and extend it, smart route it, and you can hit the hitch to pick up easy 10 yards that way. I actually dropped past by Johnson there. Or you've got the deep corner route by the tight end to be able to go against man coverage. Now, if you have an opponent that runs a lot of man, he's running a lot of cover 1, what you could do is basically go ahead and take that hitch wide receiver, which is Johnson, and put him on a drag across the field. you have a backside corner out that you can actually hit it for very big yards right there. So look right there, almost got a touchdown on that. And if it's a zone and there's nobody in the area, you can actually go ahead and hit the flat or hit the crossing wide receiver on the left-hand side. So this particular play has got so many different dynamics, and so many different ways that you can run it. This is probably would be basically the one audible that I'm going to go into a lot against my opponent, primarily because I have so many different options and so many ways I can attack my opponent with this audible. And the final audible that we're going to be looking at is play action waggle, and much like the regular far pro formation, the way that fullback gets in, he gets like mucked up into the blocking of the line. So what I like to do is I like to go ahead and get a free release, and I'll put him on a swing route underneath. And the reads are going to be to the fullback first. And if the fullback isn't taken, I'll be looking to the tight end and then the wide receiver on that. So the tight end actually on the last time got mucked up into the play. As you can see, the fullback is wide open. And I'll take a check down and an easy route or an easy touchdown with the fullback if I get it. But where you're really going to get a lot of good depth on this is going to be in the tight end route. As you can see right there, I kind of threw in the coverage for the sake of this tutorial. It's a nice little play to be able to complement the run and be able to hit the ball up deep to be able to pick up a good 10 or 15 yards. Alright, and the final play we're going to look at is going to be China Special. The reason I like this is because of the unique China, or the clown route by the tight end, where he does a little out and then does up a post. It's a unique route that actually in zone coverages is going to get into a hole which your defender actually has to start manually defending or putting a buzz zone in that area. And as a result, it makes it very difficult. On the back side, you have that red route, which essentially is going to be the wide receiver. He'll blow away all man coverage on that particular route and also a lot of zones. And you've got basically you've got a corner route and then a flat route by Foster, which would be your third check down. Really, all my concentration is going to be on this tight end over here. If the tight end falls into a zone, basically I'm going to do a pass lead to the outside and he'll be able to pick up an easy 10 yards. If not, my next read is going to be over here to Johnson. I'm going to look for that crossing pattern over the middle. So it is zone coverage, but I'm able to go ahead and hit him over the middle with Johnson. And once again, back to Johnson. That's going to be my second read. I'm going to be looking for that tight end to fall into that zone, and once he gets into it, he's going to be able to go ahead and get an easy 10 or 15 yards. So it's going to force your opponent to do some crazy stuff to actually defend against that. He's going to have to put one of his defenders in a buzz zone to basically take away that. And it's just going to be really easy to pick up yards with that clown route. So he's going to have to adjust. Really, all I do is on this particular route, if I see people in the area of Graham, I'm going to essentially go ahead and check it down to this crossing route over the middle. So it's a fairly easy, simple read. I can hit the flat and the corner route with the other wide receivers, but really it's just going to be a two progression read. As you can see right here, able to go ahead and get a touchdown with Graham. So I hope you like this breakdown. Basically what I'll be doing is I'm going to be using this in a full game, and you can see this in action. Once again, the success of this formation and success of this scheme is only going to be predicated on my ability to run the ball. If I can't successfully run the ball against my opponent, I'm going to have a hard time it's going to be a hard time for me to be very, very successful with this scheme, because I don't have a lot of shotgun formations I can fall into, and if I'm getting third and long situations, it's going to get very ugly for me very quick. So I really appreciate all my supporters, my subscribers, and until next time.